Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my third video on my double jaw surgery recovery series. I did so much research trying to find out what supplies I needed and all the good stuff, and I realized that some of the supplies that I bought in reality I didn't end up using, and then others that I didn't buy, I regretted it. I was like, man, I should have bought it. Please make sure to watch my first video, which is my experience overall, my second video, which is the foods that I ate, and then this video, consider sharing it with friends or someone that you know that might be going through this surgery, through the recovery. And if you are going to be going through the recovery, then please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. So I'm going to divide this video into my overall recommendations: comfort, hygiene, beauty/face, entertainment, communication, exercise, and what I wish I had bought. If you cannot buy any of the other items that I share in this video, I recommend the following things. So the first thing that you're going to need is a pillow that looks like a little chair, or like a little, back pillow, and it's going to help you so much. Through double jaw surgery recovery, you're really going to want to lie down. You're going to be weak. I mean, I saw other videos where people were like going out to walk and doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm just like, wow, I wish I could have done that, because I was just lying in bed like a potato for like the first 3 weeks. It also helped me to sleep, which is the most important, because you really cannot sleep on your back, because you're gonna notice it's gonna be too much pressure for you. It's gonna hurt. Another thing that I recommend, if you cannot buy anything else, is a syringe or a bottle with some kind of squeezer so that you can fit the liquid into your mouth. What you need to get yourself, if you can't get yourself anything else, is an electric little device where you fill it with water, and it just releases water but with pressure, so it's able to get all of the food, all of the liquid, whatever blood, whatever anything you have stored back there where you can't really reach those first couple of weeks. It just pushes it out, and I loved it. It was amazing. I still use it, by the way. Something else that I recommend are face pads. So I ordered ones that were able to be heated or stored in the freezer. I would just heat up water on the stove, put the pads in, let them heat, and then put them on my face. Or I stored them in the freezer for a couple of hours, and then I would put them. Also, please use either coconut oil or jojoba oil. Make sure it's organic, cold pressed, local, all the good stuff, because your lips are going to be so chapped. I didn't even notice how chapped lips were going to get because I used jojoba oil from the start, but I was realizing how hard my lips were. Now, moving into the categories for comfort, I recommend the chair pillow. We already talked about that, but I also recommend blankets. Your body is going to be going through so much. Please read about the trauma that your body suffers and endures post-surgery. Like, whatever surgery it can be, your body goes through a kind of trauma where you can develop insomnia, a lot of things. So make sure to keep yourself relaxed, keep yourself warm with fuzzy socks, with blankets, just all the cozy things that can keep your body rested in bed, and just free of being cold, because that way if you're too cold you won't be able to sleep right, and your body's already going to be adjusting to sleeping with this new trauma that it's going through. I recommend drooling towels. Now, I had gauzes where I would put on my mouth to make sure that the saliva wouldn't fall. So what I would do is I would just not use the gauze sometimes, and I just had a little towel with me where I would wipe the drool, because let me tell you, you're gonna drool. I had to purchase these specific socks. When you're in the hospital, the nurse connects to a machine. They fill it with air, they release it of the air. Since you're gonna be lying down for such a long time, at least like in the hospital, your legs are just gonna be there like flat, and that can really cause a lot of harm to your circulation. So I recommend making your own mouthwash. I was recommended and I was prescribed a specific mouthwash for this recovery, but I was looking at the ingredients in the mouthwash, and the mouthwash is just full of so many chemicals. The mouthwash stained my teeth, so I just decided to go the natural and the trusted route. I made my own mouthwash with salt and warm water. It works wonders, so I really recommend a jade roller or a gua sha. Your face needs to drain itself of whatever is in your lymphatic system. I started doing massages, and I started doing like lymphatic drainage exercises on my face 2 weeks post-op, because the the first week my face was very, very sensitive and everything hurt. I read a couple of books during this whole recovery. Being all this time, you know, in recovery, I know that God used it to just change my heart in certain things, and so I really use it as an opportunity to just grow in maturity and reading the Word of God, and I recommend you to do the same. The first 2 weeks were hard for me to walk. I was not able to walk for a while. I would go outside, I would walk for 5 minutes, and then I would come back in. Spend time in nature, go to the beach if you can, or to the lake, and just sitting and just breathing in all that purifying air is really going to do your body and your mental state a favor. Because I did spend the majority of my time, I would say 95% of my time was at home. Then like the other 5% was either like going out in nature, going to the checkups, a little cart. It really helped me walk those first couple of weeks whenever I had to go to the surgeon for checkups. And I also started doing some form of exercise. I like to do a lot of stretching exercises. They really help. They still tone, but they're less intensity, which I love. And then for communication, I recommend a text-to-speech app or like a whiteboard to write your information out. Yes, the internet is useful. Yes, computers are useful. Yes, the phone is useful. Yes, TV is entertaining, but limit the amount of screen time. Blue light causes you to be, you know, weak, fatigued. It causes you to not be able to sleep as much at night and not be able to sleep deeply. When you are recovering, your body is in a vulnerable state. And I really noticed that when I would be on my phone or when I would try to watch a series on my laptop, my body would just tend to be weaker. The electric toothbrush honestly didn't really do me that much of a favor, although it was helpful at one point, but it was actually more painful. Your mouth is going to be so sensitive that when you try and touch your chin, it's going to tingle all the way to the root of your tooth. The important thing is to brush your teeth. So whether you use an electric toothbrush or a manual toothbrush, brush your teeth. Another thing that I wouldn't stress too much about is a water bottle with a little pump that you can like squeeze and water just gushes out. I used it, I think the first day, the first 2 days, didn't even touch it the rest of the day. For me, it was just like not worth it. I wish I had bought a red light therapy gear. Look into it. It's really good for healing scars, but I think it's one of those things that I'm just going to invest in later on for my personal health because red light therapy is just so good. I will try to link everything down below so that you can purchase whatever you need. If you're going into this surgery, let me know down below any questions that you might have. Share this with someone you might know. Make sure to like this video if it helped you and consider subscribing to the channel. So take care. God bless you all and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.